Hey chicks, let's chat. Good morning. I am in good spirits in spite of it all. You know why? Because this morning after, if you will, is nothing that we haven't been affiliated with before, right? And I like to compare it the disappointment and the hurt that some of us may be feeling to, situations where it's no different when we started dealing with a man, right? And he had a lady, or he was in a relationship, or coming out of a relationship, or he was married, or whatever his situation was, right? Might have been dealing with your homegirl, might have been dealing with somebody you knew, whatever. Either way, you really knew in your heart that that situation was not right, right? And you knew that because you just know, like, his history has shown you, like, what he's currently involved in, and he's still trying to deal with you, and he's still doing this and that. It shows you who he is. You know this by his character, and you still have chosen to deal with him. And then when you end up dealing with him and falling in love with him, giving him all kinds of benefits of the doubt, feeling like he's a changed man now. And then what happens? Turns around and do the same thing. He shows up as who he is, just maybe in a different form. Maybe now he's, decided to date someone younger, or he's gotten a baby on you, or something. May not be the same situation that it was once upon a time. Nevertheless, the character of that man has shown up once again. It's no different than what we're experiencing today, right? What we have to realize is that the United States is who the United States is. Their character is what their character is. We cannot forget that we live in a country that has not been kind to minorities. But we tend to forget that because we're forgiving people, and we want to see the best in the country that we built. We want to see the best in the country that we pay our taxes in, that we toil so hard in on these jobs, that we, work overtime and give our last energies to. We want to see the best. We want to give them the benefit of the doubt that, we live in a great nation, and it's the best, and, we're treated so well. We want to believe that. We want to wholeheartedly, love and forget that, the things that were done to our people, right? And in that forgiving, and in that wanting to love so much, and in that, looking beyond the faults and all of that, we tend to become vulnerable and start expecting things that we should not expect. Not that they are impossible, but we have to wait till they're proven, till they happen, to really, embrace it. When you're in a country that didn't have any problem bringing slaves in, didn't have any problem, taking the lives of people for no reason, children, for no reason other than the color of their skin, didn't have any problems not giving, the same rights that men had to women. When a woman of color is up against a man of, non-color, it's we almost should not even expect that we gonna come out on top of that, right? And it's sad to say that we almost should not even get our hopes up for that. But we do, because guess what? When we start liking the person, we start falling in, we buy into the fact that, hey, we want them, they're a good person. Like, we start to see all of the pluses in this situation. And then we start to see all of the negatives in the other situation. The same way we do with this country. We start to see all of the great benefits of this country, and then we start to see, oh, I won't want to stay in that country because they don't have, Social Security over there, or look how their houses look over there. They don't have, proper sewage system. You can't drink their water, this or that. You see all of the negatives over there, and you start wanting to see all of the positives in the situation that you're currently in. And so then you build up a false sense of who and what the current situation is. You can't forget, this is the country that had us enslaved for over 400 years. So when our black woman candidate does not win, it cannot be of a surprise to us. It cannot capture us and just catapult us into a space where we're depressed and we're sad all day. No, we have to remember where we are. We have to remember what we've always been up against. And it's sad that we have to jump back into that mode, but we have to remember, we have to get right back up today, get to it, remember who we are, remember why we're here, remember that our sole purpose is to walk in our purpose, and that we're here because we're trying to make the best decisions we can, live right for God and not for the people who have always tried to oppress us and depress us. Like, we have to remember that, because we can spend our whole day, especially us, as they say, emotional creatures. We can be this sad and down all day because of this. And prayers to her, because she's a woman too. And she knows she fought a good race. So I know she feels some kind of way. She put her whole heart and effort into it too, wanting to believe that the country that she has given her time and effort and studies and everything too was now ready to openly receive her, especially over her opponent. Now, if you can't win over a man with dementia, you can't win. And it's clearly not because you're not the better candidate. There are other factors at play, and that's why you can't let it bother you so much, because this is a time when clearly, baby, it's not that you wasn't the best candidate. It's other factors at play. We still in the United States of America. We still under the guise of, no matter how great you are, they do not see that you are great because you are a woman. They do not see that you are great because of your skin tone, as light as it may be. Imagine you being a dark-skinned sister. Oh my goodness. Oh, it definitely would have been a no and a hell no. Right? Yeah. And people hate to say it. They hate to say it and hate to admit it. But these are the times when anybody who, with a grain of an ounce of sense, what else could it be? Clearly, she's a better candidate. Clearly, she's smarter. Clearly, she's ready. Clearly, she has more wherewithal to take on the cause of traveling, going here, going there, doing this, doing that. She's ready, capable. And when a person refuses to make that judgment call, hundreds of thousands of people refuse to make a simple, easy judgment call. Not to say that you were going to be a great president, but just that clearly you were the better pick. There are other factors at play, and we have to understand that, and we have to say, you know what? No surprise there. We live this every day. We live this every day as women, and we live this every day as minority women. We experience this all the time. Sometimes you are not the pick. Sometimes you are not the pick, not because you don't have the degree. Yeah. Not because you don't have the degree. You didn't get picked because you were not the pick. You have the degree, she doesn't. But yet, she got the promotion. Why? Her skin tone is a little lighter than yours. But they're going to say that, they're going to give it a different reason. Even though you're more qualified. We live this every day. So we can't let this date have us down and depressed. No, ma'am, Pam. We live it every day. We just got reminded. So y'all ladies, carry on with grace, with style and grace as we do well. Because we know that we have to have a bigger purpose. We have to have a bigger purpose. And that's why we do. Because we know we can't just be out here just doing it for the people. Because a lot of these people care nothing about us. You know, but I'm grateful for the people that I did see who were able to, you know, say, you know, we completed the assignment. They were able to see beyond the color and beyond the fact that she was a woman. There are people out here that do not, you know, that have got beyond the mindset of being able to just judge you off of, you know, your gender and your and the skin tone. There are people, and I love the growth, and I'm thankful that I was able to see that in such a grandiose way via social media. And I'm grateful for that. But the results of the election said that we have a whole lot more work to do. And I don't know that it's going to get done in the time frame in which we would like. But ladies, keep your head up and enjoy your day. And just remember, hey, no surprise there.